In the world of investing, I have a few favorite tools I use. I combine them all with one goal in mind, turning $80 into $95. They are also the perfect way to learn investing. Stay tuned and I will show you how. I'm going to use my favorite app called Robinhood. Now, Robinhood has been in the news lately, and it's been a fascinating story. Essentially, Robinhood has shifted the buying power to retail investors, folks like you and me. Previously, the power lay with the big institutions and hedge funds, with millions of people having the power to buy and sell stocks on their phones and then add to the mix a Reddit forum, and you have retail investors bidding up failing companies like GameStop and causing havoc with short-selling hedge funds. This is a story for another video, but I wanted to remind you about Robinhood, as you may have seen them in the news recently. I wanted to show you how easy it is to buy just one share. I will step you through a process I use when I'm looking for a small experimental buy. These are not the more detailed investment valuations I do. Here, I am just scanning headlines for some interesting companies. Note that when I make these buys, my time horizon is a few months, maybe even a quarter. I'm less interested in making a ton of money. I see this as taking $80 and putting it into a stock rather than spending it on a few beers. My goal would be to make $20 to $40 over, say, 3 to 6 months. My favorite research tool is Barron from the Wall Street Journal. This is the old style printed paper. I get it delivered every Saturday morning, and each edition has probably 10 to 20 good ideas you can typically hook up for introduction subscriptions for somewhere between $26 for, say, 26 weeks. In this week's paper, I came across an article about a company called Hologic, which focuses on medical diagnostics, mainly on breast health, but have pivoted towards COVID diagnostics. The key message in this article is that it is priced cheap compared to some of the test suppliers like Abbott Laboratories. The big elephant in the room is whether diagnostics will be as big a deal in the post-COVID world. If you believe that the virus will continue to mutate and that this is a problem we will be dealing with for years to come, then this may well be a stock priced to rise. Right now, it's trading at around $80 to $85, and so-called experts think it may go above $95 in the next 3 months. So let's get right into Robinhood app and buy exactly one share of Hologic. Robinhood really pioneered this idea of gamification of the stock trading business. Prior to this, trading on a stockbroker account online was literally a nightmare. You basically had to be a trader to understand the screens and the process. I still have an account at Interactive Brokers, and all I can say, it's very intimidating, even after 10 years or so of use. Inside Robinhood, the first thing is to search the stock. Here we can type the company name or its ticker symbol. It doesn't really matter. I like to add every company to a research list so I can keep track of ideas. Once you have the stock up, you get an idea of its price trend. You also get a quick summary of the latest articles written about the company, including consensus views of analysts tracking the stock. Notice how my gold account, shown which is an additional $5 a month subscription for gaining some additional insights, foster larger deposits, and withdrawal capabilities. But you really don't need this in the early days of your learning. Also notice that the next earnings results are due out April 28th, which gives me an idea of how long I may need to hold on till I hit the $95 range, because results release sometimes see the movement. Okay, let's get ready to trade. Here we simply input the number of shares, which is 1 in this case. There used to be a day when you could never buy just one share because fees would be like $5 a transaction. Robinhood has no fees. Next, you'll notice I don't have enough money in the account to cover cost. Easily enough, you can make an instant deposit. Effectively, Robinhood loans you the funds while the money moves from your bank to Robinhood. The limit is about $1,000 for instant deposit. So now I've made the deposit, but you will notice it says something scary like not enough buying power. Still, this is because you need to limit the order price to something close to the current market price. In this case, I select $86 as the current price is around $85. So I'm giving it $1 or so of upside. Since the market has not yet opened, it's currently 8:37 a.m. on the East Coast. I next select to trade in extended hours, and I decide to keep this open for the next 90 days. Any of these parameters can be fine-tuned as you gain more knowledge. Simply swipe up and the task is done. Now you will wait for a confirmation email. Right at 9:19 a.m., I receive a message that the order is filled at $84.80. You can see that you now have a position and have direct ownership of one share in HoLogic. It's also interesting to look at the bid asks, which will be flowing through as trading occurs. This is showing you what price buyers are proposing and what sellers are asking. It's just fun to watch these sort of whiz by. One last note is once you have acquired a stock, sometimes it's a good idea to put it on autopilot. If you think it'll go to $95 over the next 3 months, you can put a sell order in for this and just forget it. Obviously, you will need to reevaluate after 90 days. Let's quickly do this right now. I set a limit order for the next 90 days at $95, meaning when the stock reaches $95, it will sell automatically and I will make a $10 profit. Okay, great. So that is the exact process I go through whenever I help someone wanting to learn about the stock market and buying and selling. I find that as soon as you experiment yourselves, the lights come on. Once you have a stake in the company, you will be amazed by the interest you will have as you begin tracking news and events and learning about the company's strategy and its value mechanism. I hope you've enjoyed the short tutorial. Stay tuned and subscribe to my channel as I will answer more of these questions for both the absolute beginner and the more sophisticated investor. Bye for now.